All right, this next section we're going to talk about electrical. And there's many things with electricity that we won't be able to cover everything, but we're going to cover some of the basics. So first thing I like to talk about is the difference between high voltage and low voltage. When does electricity become considered high voltage? Electricity becomes high voltage when it reaches 600 volts or higher. So 480 volts isn't high voltage, 220 volts isn't high voltage, it's 600 volts or higher. What does high voltage mean? Voltage is pressure. And so when electricity hits that 600 number, it will now arc. So, how close can I come to high voltage before it will arc and come to me? 10 foot is the minimum that we come within the high voltage. And again, we have to do the math. So electricity is very mathematical. And when it arcs, electricity is looking for earth. So as a human, if we get electrocuted, it's because we either presented the best path or the least path or an equal path to ground. With high voltage, it's 600 to 50,000 volts. We stay back 10 feet minimum. If electricity is 50,000, 1 volt to 100,000 volts, we add 1 foot 4 inches. And it continues to go up as we go. Some of these mines, we could have voltage as high as 1.2 million volts on a power line. I've had an example of one of my companies called me because they had a dump truck, they put the bed up in the air, never touched the power line. But the owner called me because his tire started to smoke and caught on fire.